What your mama finna do? What she finna do? You know? So what she finna do? You know? Bro, what she finna do, bro? What y'all finna do?
Can I have some French fries?
Mm-mm.
Why? Why, Daddy? Why, Daddy? Why can't I have some French fries? Why can't I have some French fries? I had 2 pieces of French fries. Mommy. Who cut this up there? Who cut this? Who cut this? Who cut this, Daddy?
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the
Nah,
NFL
put it
brings us
up.
to the
Put it
city
back.
of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing
Stop.
like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First carry now for David Montgomery. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Montgomery. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. A huge play there for Chicago. 67 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. No problem there on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Goff now looks to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Five. Mike, 45. Oh, yeah. Oh. Hey, exit.
Now it's gone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Check. Watch 54. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. He's crashing. He's checking crack. Right there. 54, Mike. We don't want this.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Put up. 180. Check. Watch it before. Hey, tight.
This time, Trubisky will throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
180. 45 to Mike. Watch the curl.
From the gun, here's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Man out. Hey, 5. 45 to Mike.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game. And
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his read.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Roquan Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Goff. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Eddie Jackson picks it. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. So that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
On 2nd down, it's Montgomery. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. On third down, Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Montgomery a first down and then some. And down to the 29-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Trubisky to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. From the 31, Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And Gurley, he fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Hey, Wood. 45's the mic. 45's the mic.
Don't let him breathe.
Go, 12, go.
Play that tight D. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Bravo. Mike.
From the 50, it's gone. And that's complete to Cooks. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over this one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
This is caught by Robinson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, Montgomery. Room to run past midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky, he's got Burton here. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leonard Williams make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely first down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Trubisky going to take it on the sneak, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky, touchdown number 15 of the year, as the Bears push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The point after is good, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smarter coach is to run out.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now it's Trubisky. Able to find Shaheen here. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. It just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Allen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
I don't know.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
That one caught by Gibson. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Do you want something like this? Do you want fish fries?
Daddy always wants that.
Me too.
You stuffy.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They are going for it. Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he's got room. That one goes for 24 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime.
That's the lines on the football
field. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
58, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, get.
Shell.
Go 58's the Mike. Check that out.
Gone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Red.
I want your face.
20. We go. 76. 76.
Goff now looking to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
54 Mike. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Under 10. 10.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And some room to run now. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as the Bears push further out in front. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. That was going to let it go deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Here's Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Oh, it springs free. Montgomery loses it. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
It's our time. It's our time. Watch the end.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Goff. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount.
I'm a big man.
Well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. 2nd and 10. Goff again. And this is caught at the 8. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
No.
Again, Goff. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, a couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky, an 80-yard touchdown as the Bears push further out in front. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get off to a nice start.
That's funny. Who runs so fast?
And got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
He was running so fast, Mike.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Roquan Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a third and about 14.
The Bears.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Back to throw. Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They convert on third with a gain of 22. From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Well, the second down throw on target. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care about this.
And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
On second down and 4, Goff. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The Rams on third down. Not quite 50%.
Get out of there. Bring me one. What's up with you, bro?
Out of the gun. Goff. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The back side
you sound like you bothered.
They're running with Gurley. And the surge is going to be too much defensively.
My phone ain't rapping, bro.
Down to the backfield. Todd Gurley unable to get it past the line. And the Bears will get the football back to Montgomery to begin the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there.
Now, hopefully ain't nothing negative.
This time they get him behind.
So hopefully it ain't nothing negative. Michael. Uh-huh. Man, that's what's up.
So the
How'd that happen?
The football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Gets it to Gabriel on the jet sweep. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
On third down, they go Montgomery. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run. Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down now, it's Montgomery. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Hello?
No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. On 3rd down, it's Montgomery. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Bears, the win gets them to 5-9
now on
the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings.
That could be $400 more each paycheck.
With the loss. And they'll look to
so
get
that's
back
like $400
on track next week as they travel up
more
to
each
Detroit
paycheck. That's great.
Lions. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, you'll be a fool not to go, man. You definitely right. We don't want you to be no fool. Hold on. I ain't hear you. What you say?
I'm loyal to protection. But they don't give a damn about you.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying.
Like you said this morning, put like they don't. What you say? Them folks don't trust us, man. Them folks, what you said this morning?
Yeah, that's right.
They watching us. They don't trust us.
Right.
I don't trust them niggas.
Go get your mama charger for me. Yeah,
Man, he popped up though, man. I thought I was in trouble, man. Just a white man pop up. I already know his name, shake your hand. All that older dude. I'm like, damn.
That's what's up, my brother. That is what's up, my brother.
I was thinking, man. Yeah, man came back.